I think we're rolling. Okay. So I hope you don't mind me videotaping.
No.
If we become famous on YouTube, I'll split the money with you, okay?
Okay, cool.
So I thought we could spend our lesson today talking about breath and posture, and it's because of what you said to me earlier in the week, that you saw a video of yourself singing and you weren't happy with your posture. Your exact words, I think, right?
True, yeah.
So can you tell me exactly what you weren't pleased with?
I wasn't pleased with my shoulders, and I
Okay.
felt like I was leaning forward
Ah.
more than I needed to.
Okay. So, you know, it's funny you say that you were leaning forward, because I wanted to share with you something actually that I was just reading about. You're a really good performer.
Thank you.
Well, you are, and you sing because you always feel like you have a message to tell. That's something that's naturally in you, right? That's why you sing.
Mm-hmm.
And you're very passionate, which is exciting. So sometimes when we're really excited, passionate performers, we want so bad to share the story with our audience that we lean forward. Right?
Okay.
Listen to me.
Yeah,
let me let me tell you about this wonderful song that I'm about to sing. So the back and the neck and the chest and the head shouldn't be the things that we're using as tools to tell the story, right? So instead, bring the audience to you. Right? They're in the audience because they want to hear you anyway, right? So if you have this really great posture and this great stance, and you become the character not by forcing it this way, right?
Okay.
So do me a favor, lean forward like you saw yourself on the video. Right. So put your hand right here below, yep, a little bit higher, where your kind of sternum is, right here, right? Now lean forward and feel what happens. Whoa. Everything collapses, right? The ribs collapse, all this stuff in here, it's crunched up, right? So we're going to work to find a better way of communicating with the audience. So breath management, yay, it's really important. And why do you think breathing is so important when we sing?
That's what you use. Your breath, you need breath support to carry the phrase.
So it's literally sort of like the motor of our instrument, right? It's what gets our instrument going. What else does it work on? Pitch. What else?
Wait, what was the question?
What does breath do for us when we sing? Pitch.
Pitch.
Dynamics.
Dynamics.
Right? Volume sometimes. Okay. Sometimes we think of it that way. Colors within our sound.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So before we begin to work on breath today, why don't we just make sure our bodies are warmed up?
Okay.
Right? So we want to feel like our muscles are free. We don't have any unnecessary tension. So let's get the body warmed up through stretching. So you can take your shoes off if you want. I know sometimes that's what you like to do, or you can leave them on. I know flip-flops aren't the best thing in the world. Right? So let's stretch the muscles in our thorax. So the thorax is our rib cage, right?
Okay.
And everything housed in there. So what we're going to do, and I think that we've done this before, we stand with our weight on our right foot.
Okay.
So we lift up the left foot and we reach up with our left arm. Do you remember this? Yeah. So you can actually bring your other leg up a little bit. Yeah. And make sure that the knees aren't locked, right? And we're just going to stretch the muscles between the ribs. So have your hand, there you go, and stretch up and down. Do you feel it? Yeah.
Yep.
Do you feel it? Yeah, you feel a stretch between your ribs and all that?
Yeah.
Good. And then switch sides.
Okay.
So the thing is, and you stretch while I'm blabbing at you. Okay. We want to make sure we continue breathing while we're doing these stretches, right? Not holding anything. Really good. So you can relax. How's that feel?
Good.
Kind of allows you to feel those muscles within the ribs, and we feel open and free.
Yeah.
Right? That's good. That's good. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Good.
That does.
My favorite stretch.
Good. Very good. So let's stretch the muscles of our neck. So without collapsing your shoulder, let your head fall forward. Yeah, really good. Then let your head roll to one side. Just rest there for a second. And massage the neck. And just see if you feel a release in those muscles. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And whenever you're ready, just allow your head to fall forward again. And then bring it up. You like it. I can tell. Feels good.
Okay.
And then we're going to do the same thing. Drop the head forward and go to the other side. And we're going to massage the neck again. And just free up those muscles in the neck. Yeah, but make sure the head is released. There you go. Yeah. We don't want to sort of hold anything.
Okay.
Really good. Good. So whenever you're ready, we're going to work on our back and our neck. So it's funny, there's so many parts of the body connected.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it crazy?
Mm-hmm.
When we sing, we have to engage everything.
It's like a sport.
It is. Well, thank you. So I call this the ragdoll, and I got that from another teacher. I'm sure there's other ways you can explain this, but we're going to work by letting the head drop again. Slowly roll your shoulders forward. Yep, and keep the head dropped. And then we're going to roll down. Gently bend vertebrae by vertebrae. Make sure the knees aren't locked. Until you've bent forward with that, as far as you can without, really like bending the knees. We want them to be released, but we don't want them to be bent. Now do me a favor, take a breath release your head. There you go.
There it is.
Take a breath into your lower back. See if you can feel your lower back, like under your shoulder blades. Yeah, you feel that?
Yeah.
Good. That's where we want to focus our breath when we sing.
Okay.
Yeah? So let's roll up slowly, keeping the knees flexed, breathing. Right, release the head. That's the last thing to come up. Really good. Yay.
Woo,
Do you feel tall?
Yes.
Good. I always feel like the queen or the prima donna when I finish, right? Good. So let's do something that is also important, I think, with breathing, and that's lifting the soft palate. We've talked about that a lot, right? Do you remember any exercises that we do to lift the soft palate? That's okay.
We practice it with a silent breath.
That's great. Yep, that's really good. So let's practice it with a yawn. Okay. So the first time we're actually going to yawn with sound. Oh, can you try that?
Oh.
Good. Now when you take in that breath to yawn, can you make sure that the shoulders stay down? I saw this high shoulder thing. Yeah, so breathe and then yawn. Yeah. Oh, right? Do you feel that cold spot back there?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Now can you try the yawn without the sound? Good.
Okay.
Now, that's okay. With the breath, see if you can send it to the back where we felt when we were bent over, right?
Okay.
That's it. Oh, that looks really good. Yeah. Now try that with the sound, sending it to the back.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you feel how nice that is when the back is nice and open?
Yeah.
Really good. So one more of these crazy singer exercises. Have you ever seen a dog beg for food before?
You mean like pant?
Yeah.
Pant.
Yeah. Oh, you know the pant. I know we've done that before. So when a dog pants, where's the tongue?
Out.
Yeah. And we don't necessarily have to stick our tongue out.
Toward the front?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So let's try that. Now, with the pant, make sure we're filling up that back space that we found that we really liked. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? So if you want, Allison, good. Good. No, it's hard. Sometimes just to help to keep the buoyancy in my ribs, I'll, put my arms out in like a ballet position, or just to yeah. It's
I can't
hard.
quite do it as fast as you, but
That's okay. I'm a lot older than you. And I've been doing this a while. It takes a long time. So just see if you can keep the buoyancy in your ribs. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just something to work on. But the exciting thing too about the pant is that our soft palate is lifted, right?
Yeah.
You feel that cold spot back there. Really, really good. So one more thing that I like to work on that I know we've kind of done before. We talk about the surprise breath, right? Right. You just won $1 million.
Woo.
Yeah. Can you show me what your reaction would be if I said to you, you just won $1 million? Yes. That's really good. Now, can you do that without the sound? Yeah. Right. And don't we just look like a singer when we do that? Oh, I'm enlightened.
Yes,
right?
certainly.
So the funny thing is, we're going to try this in a way we haven't done before. And I just had this idea that, you know, so many times as singers, we are so involved with the text. And then between the phrases, sometimes we lose the characterization, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I've been talking a lot with my singers about the breath being the intent, right? The reason it prepares us for what we're going to say. So let's practice that surprise breath with different emotions. Does that make sense? So in this, oh yep, nice tall position. And so somebody just told you you won $1 million, right? And so obviously that's the excited one. So let's try excited. Yeah, good. And see if we can do that with just the arms hanging loosely by our side. Try it. Yeah. Now, what about sad? Good. Good. I know it feels absolutely silly, but it's important to practice these, right?
Yeah.
What about angry? Good. I've never seen you angry before, but that would be fun. Good. So, you know, we can go through our breaths and practice with a breath that has intention, even during warm-ups, right? Just to keep it interesting, right?
Pretty interesting, yeah.
Exactly. So now let's put this into practice a little bit. So we've talked about using the snake S, right?
Okay.
We've done that before. Right. So we're going to take in a breath, send it to the back where we found that lovely place, right? And we're going to release it on an S and just feel like you have buoyancy in your ribs as you're carrying out the phrase, right? And I'll probably talk over you while you're doing it. So let's try it. Good. Keep that lovely posture. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Good. And see if you feel any sense of support in that lower abdominal place we were talking about the other day. So see if you feel that. A little bit lower. Yeah.
Yeah, I felt it toward the end.
Yeah. Well, and that's where, you know, when we're beginning, that's where we kind of feel it kick in at the end of the phrase. Okay, that last amount of support, can I get it in there, right?
Yeah.
I know that wasn't a very educated explanation, but at the end, you know, I feel, okay, I can really support by engaging there, right?
Yeah, makes sense.
Good. So